Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video, and in today's one, I wanted to discuss this morning's topic. The Titans have fired head coach Brian Callahan after a rough 1-5 start to the season. Callahan's offenses and teams in general have struggled over the last two seasons, finishing either dead last or 31st in a lot of metrics, such as EPA, yards, and points per game. Callahan did have to deal with a few starting quarterbacks, Will Levis and Mason Rudolph. Traded games started last season, and then they switched to the number one pick from this past April's draft in Cam Ward. Even with different guys under center, you would hope to find more of a consistent line for the play calling. They have some decent weapons. Tyler Lockett's a decent veteran receiver. Tony Pollard's a solid running back. They also have Tajay Spears in the backfield. And that's not to mention Calvin Ridley. This isn't the greatest offensive roster of all time. The O-line has definitely been inconsistent, bad at a lot of times. But you need more consistency in play calling. You need more consistent quarterback play. And while this obviously is a struggle when you keep switching people under center, it also does come down to coaching. After the firing this morning, the team announced that they will be making their senior offensive assistant Mike McCoy their new interim head coach. McCoy's last head coaching tenure was in 2013 to 2016 when he served as the Chargers head coach. He had a record of 28-38 during that time period. So what does this mean for Cam Ward's development? Well, the last four quarterbacks taken first overall have all had head coaches fired during their rookie seasons. This being Caleb Williams, Trevor Lawrence, who's now on his third head coach, Cam Ward this season, and then Bryce Young after his rookie year. Now, most of those players, TBD on Bryce Young, have produced better after the head coaching turnover. Caleb Williams, I thought, has been a lot better under Ben Johnson. Trevor Lawrence, though looking really good now under a third head coach, still looked better under Doug Peterson than he did Urban Meyer. And we'll obviously see if Cam Ward can find some more success underneath a new head coach for now in Mike McCoy. Now, if I'm the Titans, I'm not sure where I'd go this offseason when looking for a head coach. I'd really like to lean towards an offensive guy. Teams like Minnesota with Kevin O'Connell, Liam Cohen in Jacksonville. Those are all teams with young offensive minds. And that's not to mention the guys who are already certified as some of the best coaches in the league like Andy Reid and Sean McVay. Those are all offensive-minded head coaches. So if I was Tennessee, I'd try to lean that way. Though this time around, if a lot of teams go different directions with coaches, there seems to be more defensive head coach candidates that will be available this offseason. Minnesota's Brian Flores. Aaron Glenn, it doesn't look like will be the Jets head coach very longer, though I wouldn't take him on as your head coach. It's not looking good in New York. In fact, it's really shocking how bad Aaron Glenn is. I mean, the dude fucking sucks, and that's not how any of us thought this was going to go. I know it's the Jets, but I mean, Jesus, even the defense sucks, and that makes no sense to me. That was his whole thing in Detroit, was taking a defense that was missing pieces or hurt and changing it. Well, apparently not. Cam Ward, like a lot of quarterbacks before him, have shown a lot of flashes through his first couple of games. A lot of bad moments too, a lot of blue screens of death moments, but overall there's a lot to like about Cam through his first couple of games. He may hold on to the ball too much, and the thing about Cam Ward I like a lot is he has a live arm, and he has an arrogant arm. Cam Ward is going to throw whatever he feels like he can throw, and he feels like he can throw anything on the field. That's a positive for the Titans. He might throw more interceptions early on. He might throw more errant passes, but he'll hit passes that other quarterbacks won't dare take. So if you can get an offensive-minded guy to help out with molding Cam Ward into who you think he can be, along with more draft picks like receivers, tight ends, maybe letting Tajay Spears take more of a running back one role, and doing more than just patching the offensive line with veterans like Zeitler, this could be a solid team. I've liked what I've saw of Cam Ward, at least at times. He's struggled for sure, but to be fair, most young quarterbacks struggle. This is not going to be an overnight fix for the Titans. There's a lot they still need to do offensively as well as in their front office, but this was a step in the right direction. Brian Callahan still having a head coaching job after last season never made sense to me. I didn't think they were going to succeed with Cam Ward this year. I was right about that. I don't think many people thought they were going to. Callahan still being the coach was a huge question mark, and it proved to be just that. So the Titans can find a worthy candidate, whether that is keeping Mike McCoy around or that's finding a head coaching candidate after the season's over. I feel they got to go with a young offensive-minded head coach and try to start moving in the right direction. And there's pieces like Cam Ward, Tavondre Sweat, young guys in this team who can develop. This could be a solid squad in a few years. They just got to start building a better roster, and that starts with coaching, GMing, the front office. That'll do it for today. Hey, if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this, drop a like and most importantly, make sure to sub to the channel. And as always, have a wonderful day.